I recently did a video about how to go from keto to the pure protein diet and back, but then I realized that it was a really long video and went into far too much detail. So for the people who didn't make it through the last video, here's the short and concise version of how to do the pure protein diet. All right, the background is a ketogenic diet where you eat no carbs but just fat and protein is really good for weight loss because it keeps you satisfied, high energy, even energy, and you don't really have any cravings and you get used to burning fat. However, the problem is if you're taking in so much fat into your diet, then you're not losing weight as quickly as you could if you reduced your fat and therefore also your calories. Now, the reason why you want to start from a ketogenic diet before you cut out fat and carbohydrates at the same time is if you go into a ketogenic diet, you will teach your body to burn fat for fuel. That means you cut out your carbs, go into ketosis. I already did a video on this. I'm not going to get into it in this video. And when you're in full ketosis, your body is very happy burning fat for fuel. The problem is if you're taking in a lot of fat on a standard ketogenic diet, you're going to be burning that fat for fuel instead of your body fat. So what you do is after you're in a state of ketosis, after you're on high fat, you start dropping down the amount of dietary fat, the fat you eat. That means your body's used to burning fat, but if you take away the fat from your diet and you just eat a lot of protein basically, then your body's going to burn body fat because there's no other fuel to burn. So it means that you're going to lose weight rapidly because your body's already used to burning body fat, and because your body's used to burning body fat, you're going to feel good. You're not going to have any problems with your, with your attitude or with your being in a bad mood or lacking energy because your body is already used to burning fat, so it will just burn your body fat. So this is how you do it. You start on a ketogenic diet, okay? As soon as you get used to it and you enjoy the ketogenic diet, no ill effects, you're used to burning fat for energy and not carbs, then you start reducing the amount of fat that you take in. You might go from, meat to like a leaner cut of meat. So towards the end, you're going to end up eating, let's say, tuna, chicken, things that are very lean. You still need to take in some fat. What I suggest you do is you take in maybe some almonds, okay, a couple times a day. You want to be taking in 1.5 grams of protein for every pound of lean body weight, okay? That means if you weigh 300 pounds, okay, and 150 pounds of it is fat, well, you're going to have to be, worrying about your lean body weight. That means you don't have to take 1.5 grams of protein for 300 pounds of body weight, rather for your lean body weight, which would be in that case 150. With me, for instance, when I get down to like 175, I'm very lean. So when I'm on the pure protein diet, I make sure I get 175, 180 grams of protein a day. I just break it down into 3 meals, at least 3 meals. 6 meals would be better, but not everybody has time for that. So at least 3 meals a day. And right now I'm only eating fat in my first and my last meals. I feel great on this diet, okay, because my body is already used to burning fat for fuel and I have enough body fat to be living on. When am I going to transition out of this, and how do I transition out? When I start feeling hungry, like I eat a pure protein meal, but I'm still hungry, okay? Then I'm going to slowly add in more and more fat into my diet. For instance, I'm eating 3 meals a day. One of them has some nuts with some fat. The second meal of the day is literally a pure protein meal. I might add some fat to that. I might go from chicken to eating beef, and so on until you're in a normal standard ketogenic diet where you're eating protein but also a lot of fat. Okay, now what this is going to do is it's going to keep you from getting fat. A lot of people use the pure protein diet as a way to prepare for a contest or a competition, but then they go off the wagon and get fat afterwards. If you slowly, as you start to get hungry, okay, as you start to feel like you're lacking energy, slowly increase the fat intake, then you're going to go slowly into a normal ketogenic diet, which means you're going to get really lean really quick on the pure protein diet. And then transitioning into the ketogenic diet, you're going to keep the leanness that you gained during the pure protein phase. This is only a phase that you're using this for, okay? Just to lose weight and to get very lean, and then to keep it by going back into the ketogenic diet, which is something you can go on long term and is very healthy.